Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the truth is that the world is watching very carefully what is happening in this country. They know very well that Kenyans are on the street demonstrating because of the high cost of living. That is the major issue that took people to the street. Above all, they are aware that people are losing their life. Now, according to the numbers, it's close to 30,000 who have lost their life through demonstrations. Again, many people have been injured. But then, at the end of the day, the state is not providing solution to the cry of the people. Now, with all this, as of late, we saw yesterday a statement coming from His Majesty King Charles expressing his concern on what is going on in this country. That statement was issued through the Commonwealth Secretariat spokesperson. And there are several things he's talking about. Number one, he's recognizing that Kenyans are on the street because of high cost of living. And now this one is making very clear to everyone. And even in the previous video we did on how the international media house is capturing the issue to do with the demonstration in Kenya, what is coming out loud is the reason why Kenyans are on the street, high cost of living. Then the position of police. So it's doing the same. He's talking about the issue of why Kenyans are on the street. Then the kind of language leaders are using, because now we are seeing more of hate speech also coming out. Then he's concerned about the people who have also lost their lives and those who have been injured. Remember, his statement is also coming at a time when the Kenya chapter of Amnesty International issued a statement showing the exact number of people who have lost their lives through mass action. According to their figure, it is close to, not close, it is 30 people who have lost their lives during mass action. And this is the statement I want to quote. The Commonwealth is deeply concerned at the ongoing escalation of violence, conflict and loss of life in Kenya, and call on all leaders and the communities to engage in dialogue to resolve the challenge Kenya face. While economic concerns are the root of the conflict, it is troubling that the protests have seen an increase in use of hate speech, and we call on leaders of all sides of the political divide to de-escalate the situation. That is part of that press release. Now, there are things it's capturing here, like I said in the beginning: death, cost of living, then hate speech, and looking for a solution to this. Indeed, if you check on this, the UK leader is addressing the government of Kenya, not even opposition, but he's just trying to use a diplomatic language to mean that he's calling everyone on table. It is a diplomatic language, but this one is a message to Statehouse. He is addressing William Samoei Ruto, his government, his cabinet directly. Sio ya Raila Odinga, na sio ya Martha Karua, na sio ya Azimio. But he's trying to balance the issue here. And then the question is, what has made King Charles to come and react to this current situation? Let me make a call to the Commonwealth Secretariat spokesperson to issue this statement on my behalf. Before we go deep into that, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, his first concern, it is open: death. The number of Kenyans who are dying, not as a result of an accident, but through protest, is increasing. 30 people. He heard what the Amnesty International issued, then he reacted immediately. Death. The simple question is that how are the people dying in Kenya? Who is killing them? Are they killing each other through mass action? The answer is no. All the people who have died, they have succumbed to death through a bullet. They have bullet wounds in their bodies. So, the issue is that it is the government that is finishing Kenyans because they are protesting. And that's why it's coming out with this concern. Ruto has to provide an answer to this. Why are Kenyans dying from bullet when they are demonstrating? And it's clear it is because of high cost of living. So he has many concerns, because then it's like the government is not providing a solution to the cost of living. That's why people are still on the street. So the king is telling William Ruto, all the way from UK, stop killing Kenyans and sort out their problem. He's talking about the issue of use of hate speech among the political class. If I ask a simple question here, between the Kenya Kwanza side and the Azimio side, which politicians are using hate speech? Because the king is addressing there. Ni Raila ama ni Ruto? Ni Martha Karua ama ni Gachagua? Ni Kalonzo ama ni Mudavadi? Unajua tunaenda na hivyo. Saidi ya Kenya Kwanza ungekuwa kwa serikali ingekuwa Raila, Martha Karua, Kalonzo. Azimio. Kwa Kenya Kwanza ni Ruto, Gachagua, Mudavadi. Na tunashuka tukienda hivyo. Ukuja kwa ministry yake. Tukisema wale wangekuwa kwa cabinet ya Raila Odinga, ni Oparanya, ni Eugene Omalwa ama ni nani anatumia hate speech? Tumeona William Ruto mwenyewe using a language that is full of threats. Aliambia Uhuru asipoachana na siasa hata yeye watamsafirisha. Na tuliona alikuwa ameanza na Mama Ngina Kenyatta. Ukisema you are the president, once you start saying like this, what do you mean? These are concerns that His Majesty is raising up. We have seen the language Gachagua is using. Yule mdheba kitandani tutadili na yeye. Saizi anasema anadanganya yeye ni mgonjwa. It is not even a language to bring anyone to table. Tungesema sasa, kwa mfano Ruto amesema anataka Azimio na Kenya Kwanza waongee, wanaleta solution kuhusu mambo ya cost of living. Which way do the Azimio think they can help the government to bring down the cost of living? Can Azimio sit with these people? With the kind of language they are using? There's no one who is willing. Wanambia Ruto, we don't need a dialogue. Bring down the cost of living. Now, this one is just what was started by the US ambassador in terms of business and investment. Catherine. She was here. She avoided Moses Kuria by every means. In 2 meetings she had, Kuria was blocked. She was supposed to meet Moses Kuria in his Two River office. She cancelled that meeting. She went to Statehouse and the Kuria was blocked. Then UK comes in and the rest are going to follow the suit. Kuria's days in office are numbered. Soon Kuria will be fired. Ruto has no option. Moses Kuria has no scapegoat. He must go. If you're talking about hate speech, then that is the man. He even gave a date and a time when an individual will be executed. And with his kind of tweet, you would make a conclusion that indeed he's talking about Raila Amolo Odinga. He talked about dealing with Uhuru Kenyatta. Alisema anaenda kumkojolea kwa kichwa huko Ichawere na arudi kwake nyumbani. Ati hao watu hawezi wasumbua, yeye ako na bendera wakuja waangaishi wanataka kuchukua uongozi yao. Look at that. Isn't that hate speech? Niambie ni nani kwa Kenya, kwa Azimio mwenye ametumia lugha ya aina hiyo? Tell me. So when you talk about hate speech, still His Majesty is addressing William Ruto and his cabinet. Stop the language you are using, the language your people are using, the language of the senior officers in your government are using. Stop it. Iyo wanaambia Azimio, nani mwenye ametumia hiyo lugha kwa Azimio? Who has threatened who? Who has used that kind of hate speech? Ni nani? Kwa hii statement, they have talked about hate speech, death, the issue that took Kenyans to the street. So, in real sense, they are talking about dealing with, they are asking the government to deal with the issue as quick as possible and sort out this problem. So, that is where we are as of now. The statement is for William Ruto's government. Why are Kenyans dying? Police brutality, hate speech. You must solve this problem. So the world is watching. People thought it is just a simple thing for an official from US to avoid meeting Moses Kuria. It was his language towards opposition leaders. Catherine was very clear on that. So that means they have concern on how this government is treating the opposition leadership. Then UK comes in. Hao ndio walikuwa wakoloni. Wale walikuwa natusumbua hapa. Now they are coming also. They are issuing a statement. This is a message to Statehouse. Now they have to sort out this issue. If they will continue in this way, then the US, UK, and other individuals will not be issuing this statement. They will change, and it will be something else they will be communicating to William Ruto. If they want to sabotage him, it is very easy. Kama ni hao ndio walimweka huko na sisi tunasumbuka huko, pia jua ni hao tu pia bado ambao wanaweza mtoa kwa hiyo nafasi. Na watamtoa na njia gani? Unamsumbua tu to an extent until everyone is pissed off with him.